love, and welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, take this as your confirmation from your own spirit guides and angels that you were meant to receive it. Check out the new book by me also, Make It Happen, How to Manifest Anything. The link is in the description box below. Let's get into your video. And welcome back to the channel if you've been here before, and if you are new, thank you so much for being here and welcome. Happy birthday to you, Libra. We are in Libra season. It is full swing Libra season, so I hope you've had a wonderful birthday if it has passed, if you are an early born Libra, and if your birthday is yet to come, then happy birthday in advance. So look, Libra, what I see for you this month in terms of your astrology in your horoscope is potentially some financial transformation for you, certainly as we get to the eclipse, the new moon eclipse that will be towards the end of the month. And I also feel that there's a lot of personal alignment for you and things really starting to click and get into place in how you may need it in your life, looking at your astrology and your chart. So on the screen we've got the chart for the full moon and how it's going to look on the day. But before we get there, obviously as we start the month of October, the sun will be in Libra. So it is about you and your desires and what it is you want. So at the bottom of the screen, circled in black, we can see the yellow symbol. This is the sun, and he is currently at 16 degrees of Libra by the time we get to the full moon. Now, it being in Libra, obviously it's about you, and the sun is about growth, health, vitality and blessings. So I'm hoping that for many Libras, this energy will be resonating in your life as part of this horoscope predicts, because the sun is in your sign. Now, by the time we get to the 9th of October, which is actually today, the time of me recording this video for you, I'm sorry I didn't get it out for the 1st. It will be the full moon in Aries, so at around 8:55 p.m. This is GMT time, my local time, so it could be today or it could be the day before for you, depending on where you are in the world. But when the sun gets to, when the moon is at 16 degrees of Aries, that is when the full moon will happen. So on the chart, we can see the sun down the bottom, 16 degrees Libra. If we flip over and look opposite by the number 2 and the arrow in pink, we've got the moon there at 16 degrees of Aries. During this full moon, what the moon is going to do is she is going to form a conjunction with the asteroid just to the right of her, circled in pink. And this is Chiron. Chiron is the asteroid that deals with emotional healing. It shows our wounds and where we're hurt and what's, going on with us that needs to be healed. And the moon is about our emotions and how we feel. So when energy is conjunct, it's basically them two coming together and having a conversation and giving us a message. And what I see here from the universe is emotional healing for all of us. And for Libra, this is going to transform from where it is on the chart here and go round to your house that actually deals with what I like to call spiritual alignment. So this is your 9th house. So this is the house that deals with spirituality, a person's views on life, what they think, their philosophies. It is the house of new experiences, of travel that is overseas at a distance. It's the house of things that are new and foreign to us. This could be situations, people, places and things, however it resonates. But it is, I like to call it, this is the part of a person's chart where they are or are not, depending on what's going on, in alignment, like mentally, emotionally and spiritually, or mind, body and soul, however it resonates for you. But because we're going to have this full moon in that part of your chart, and the moon is conjuncting with the asteroid Chiron, I see here spiritual alignment and healing happening for Libra, and I really hope that does resonate for as many Libras as possible if they need it. 2 other things that will be happening this full moon week as well is that we finally have Mercury's retrograde over. So Mercury will turn direct at around 6 degrees of the sign Virgo, and this is going to be happening in a really nice chart for Libra. It's going to be where you feel held back in your 12th house. So Mercury is the planet that deals with communication, thoughts, thinking and travel, short distance travel. And so it could be that where he has been in retrograde through this part of your life, for some Libras, maybe communication hasn't been as solid, or you haven't been hearing from people, places and situations and things that you would like to hear from. But as he turns direct, where you have been feeling this struggle, or you've been feeling this lack of communication, or even disruption to your travel plans, this could possibly ease itself. And where he is turning direct in the 12th house, it is important to note that whatever you're thinking right now about where you feel held back in life, this is key. It could be that the universe is giving Libra a push to say, you know what you've been thinking, Libra, it is time for you to take action, particularly if it's with something that you feel has been holding you back, or a situation, person, place, or thing has been holding you back. With Mercury now in a direct motion in this part of your chart, it's time to kickstart things and move forward and try and break down those barriers that you may feel have been holding you back, because the universe is really supporting you with that right now. The second thing that's happening is that Pluto, the planet which is circled in green at the top, this is the planet that brings transformation and change, and he has been retrograde a lot throughout 2022. Finally, he will turn direct at 26 degrees of the sign Capricorn, and for you, Libra, this is the area of your life when he does turn direct to do with how you earn money. So it could be that opportunities come to you in October, or as we close out the month, for you to actually earn money. Now, this part of your chart also deals with services that you provide, and by this I mean how you help other situations, people, places and things in any way. This is also the area of life that deals with disputes that you may have with anyone, and it's your personal health as well. Pluto being that planet that will bring transformation and change, where he has been retrograding for a large majority of this year, potentially for some of you, when it comes to how you've been able to earn money, or ideas to earn money, or just money in general, or you feeling as though you are giving a lot and being of service to other people a lot, this could have been something that has been a struggle for you because he's been in retrograde. And I'm hoping that when he turns direct, this will turn things around. So be on the lookout for opportunities to make money, and certainly be thinking about your money, and don't let any opportunities slip you by that come to you that could be to do with earning money, or any kind of potential to earn money. So as we progress through the month and we get to the new moon, which will be towards the end of the month on the 25th at 11:49 a.m. This is GMT time again. It could be the same day for you or the day before. This new moon will happen at 2 degrees of the sign Scorpio, and this is not just any new moon, we're actually going to have an eclipse. So if we look on the chart on the screen, we can see circled in black, we've got the sun and the moon, both at 2 degrees of Scorpio, giving us the new moon, and then just to the left hand side of the moon, we've got the planet Venus. Now Venus is there at 2 degrees of Scorpio as well, giving us a stellium. So when we have 3 or more planets under the energy of a particular sign, this indicates the stellium, and indicates that whatever is going on, or wherever this will fall in a chart or a person's chart, that will be a very, very important part of life. And for you, Libra, it is to do with your own personal finances, and this is where we're talking about money again for your horoscope this month. This is a new moon eclipse, and the kind of eclipse that we're having, it's by the south node, which is just to the left of where the planets are circled. And so this is the part of life, or the part of a chart, that is about release. So although this is south node and something may depart everybody's life during this eclipse, something new has to come in, or there may be an opportunity that is brought forward for a lot of us, because this is a new moon. And new moons do that. They start new cycles, they bring you opportunities. So something may go, but something may also come into your life as well. Now for you, Libra, this is largely to do with your personal finances. So again, the eclipse, the new moon eclipse, is a good time to really sit down and look at your finances, look at how you're earning money, and think about what could be done in this part of your life. Now, with Venus forming the stellium as part of this new moon eclipse, she is about love, money, art, beauty, and yes, she is your ruling planet as well as a Libra. So again, this could deeply impact you because it is your ruling planet which is influencing this new moon. But aside from that, she is a representation of love, money, art and beauty as well. And where this is happening in your financial house, I strongly feel that the end of the month and as we close out October and move into November, there is opportunities for transformation, I should say, with your finances and how you earn money, because we saw the energy around how you earn money at the start of the month when we had the full moon, and now at the new moon it looks like it's your personal finances. Two things that are happening during this new moon eclipse week is that we're going to have Saturn, which is circled here in green by number 2. He is going to finally turn direct as well. He has been retrograding a lot this year, and Saturn is that planet that deals with challenge. He brings hardships, he brings slow energy, which can be quite difficult to navigate sometimes. And his main role is to help us to get through challenges. But when we get through the challenge, we have to look back and see what it is that we've learned and take that lesson with us. Now, for you, Libra, he is going to turn direct when it comes to your romance, dating, sex, creativity, and how you basically have fun. So this part of your chart we call the 5th house, which is a really, really nice place to have Saturn's energy turn direct under the sign of Aquarius as well, your sister air sign. So what I'm seeing here is that for some Libras, or as many of you as possible, I hope this prediction comes through, if you have been feeling some kind of difficulty when it comes to your dating life, if you haven't found the ideal person for you, if creatively you've been a bit stuck and you're a creative person, if your children, because this is the house of children as well, there has been some struggles with your children, I'm hoping that Saturn's direct motion will ease all of this for you. But what I would say is, certainly with Saturn turning direct here in the house of romance and dating, it is definitely a good time for love. So if you're looking for love, Libra, get out there, get on those dating apps, because it looks as though the challenges that Saturn has been bringing you with this part of your life could be about to ease. The second thing that will be happening this new moon eclipse week is that Mars, the planet of motivation and determination and drive, he is here on the screen circled in blue by number 3. He will be going into retrograde by the time he gets to 25 degrees of the sign Gemini. For you, Libra, this is going to impact on another financial part of your chart as well, but these are shared finances. So these are things like debts, taxes, property that you may own. It's money that you have that is yours, but you need to pay it out to someone else, or you share it with someone else. This part of your chart, the 8th house we call it, is also the house of transformation as well. So death and rebirth, things fall away and then something new comes to you. And it's also the house of divorce as well, where things can separate from us. When Mars goes into retrograde, two things can happen. It can make a person feel very sluggish, like they've got a lack of motivation, or for some of us it can give us the extra kick of motivation, because that has certainly happened to me during a Mars retrograde. But essentially, when a planet retrogrades, it's pulling you back to a situation, person, place, or thing, or to adjust something, or to reevaluate something. And for you, Libra, it is to do with what you share in life. So even though this is a shared financial house, and Mars could be bringing you back to be determined with reducing your debt or reducing anything that you have to pay out for, at the same time, this is the house of transformation, and he could be pulling you back to be prepared to transform your finances, especially if during the new moon week you are having an actual eclipse in your actual personal financial house. It could be that Mars is urging you to think about your shared finances as well, so that there's some kind of balance when it comes to your money. This house as well, as I said, it is generally about transformation, this part of your life. So it could be for some of you, if it's not shared finances that is a concern, and it's not shared finances that Mars is bringing you back to, it's generally just thinking about how are you going to transform your life, or what cycles do you need to bring to an end, and what do you need to restart, being the house of death and rebirth and those cycles of new beginnings and endings. So that could be a message for you from Mars. Now, as mentioned, Mars retrograde can have an effect on people in two ways. It can make you feel a lack of motivation and a bit sluggish, and you may not want to deal with anything to do with your finances, or it can give you a real kickstart and boost of motivation. It will depend on how Mars retrograde does impact on you. But either which way, the main message with Mars's retrograde as we close out this month is it's around your shared finances. It's around your area of life that you share with other people, places, situations, and things. Mars is urging you to go back with some kind of motivation or some kind of determination to transform whatever needs to be transformed here. He's really supporting you with this, I guess I'm trying to say, if that's something that you need to do as a Libra. So finally, Libra, to close out your horoscope for this month, something I need to speak to you about, which I've been talking to all the signs about, is Jupiter's retrograde. Now, Jupiter is the planet that brings good luck, fortune, expansion, and he's certainly a planet that will bring around wealth and resources as well, whether he is in retrograde or direct motion, because he is such a helpful planet. During this eclipse, he's down here circled in red. He is actually going to move into the sign of Aries at 0 degrees. And when a planet is at 0 degrees, whether this be in a birth chart like myself and you're born with it, or it happens in a transit, new moon, full moon, or on any day that it happens, what the universe is providing us with is a chance to create a new chapter, because the planet is at 0 degrees. And for you, Libra, this energy is going to fall around your serious commitments you have in life. So this is serious commitments to other people in terms of romantic relationships. This is the house of marriage. This is the house of business partners. This is the house of legal matters as well, or anything legal that we may deal with. And the 7th house is actually the house that you rule over in modern astrology as a Libra. So that's good energy. So again, Jupiter could be bringing you some luck, health, wealth, growth, vitality, or good fortune. And certainly, financially, when it comes to anything that you are seriously committed with in life. And by the time we get to the 28th of this month at around 6:09 a.m, this is GMT time, my local time again, so it could be the same day or it could be the day before. This is when Jupiter is going to go back and retrograde into the sign of Pisces. And I've spoken to everybody. I did a video on this, very, very detailed, about why it is so good to have Jupiter under the sign of Pisces. It literally is what I like to call a Midas touch. And the video may pop up here as I'm speaking in I would recommend that you check it out, because this is the sign that really does bring out the best in Jupiter. I mean, he's such a helpful planet, and then to have another sign help him be even more helpful than he is normally is great. And for you, Libra, what I'm seeing is this energy, when he moves into Pisces, is going to go into your house that is to do with how you can actually earn money. It's services that you provide, it's your health, your physical health, and any disputes that you may be having with other people. So again, there is like a touch of luck, I want to say, from the universe here when it comes to finances for you, Libra. So it really does feel like a month where I want to say financial balance could come about for you, because that is largely what I'm seeing. We start off the month, with some financial energy. We have the eclipse, and then it's all about, your personal finances. And again, you've got Jupiter blessing you in another part of your financial chart. So I really do hope that as we end 2022 and as we move into November, as many Libras as possible, if it is financial assistance or financial aid or financial change that you have been needing in your life, it certainly does look like the universe has got your back in terms of astrology, if that is what you need. So I hope that resonates for as many of you as possible. And that's about it, Libra. That's what I see for you for this month. So my only intention was that there was something here to help someone who may need it. So please do give the video a like and drop me a comment if you haven't already. If there was something here that did help you, let me know how your month's going. How did you experience the new and full moon? Have your finances been a concern for you? Let me know in the comments. Is this something that you need? Is this a message for you as a Libra sun sign? And don't forget to check out the affirmations for the full and new moon. They may pop up here as I'm speaking now as this video closes out. I've done some affirmations and pulled some cards to give some additional guidance for the collective as we move through the full and new moon energies for this month. So have a wonderful month, Libra. And if you're new here, then why not subscribe? I would love to see you here again. And if you are someone who is returning, then thank you so much for coming back and for your support. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and I will catch you in November for your horoscope then. So I'll see you soon.